Hey guys, Kyle from Chaotic Geeky. Today I'm going to be reviewing Call to Adventure by Brotherwise Games. It's a great little card game all about creating a story for your hero. Let's get into it. In Call to Adventure, your character starts with a unique origin, motivation, and a destiny. Basically, through these three acts, we'll make other decisions as well. Do you destroy the lich? Do you become a lich? All that kind of stuff to kind of figure out what happens. You get different traits, different allies, you can go on different adventures and fight different adversaries. And at the end of the game, everybody has a unique story that they get to tell, and that's really kind of the best part, is getting to tell that story at the end, no matter who won. Guys, one of the coolest things about what Brotherwise Games is doing with this game is they are partnering with actual fantasy authors as well to help create content that exists in that world. Specifically, based on what they've told me, Brandon Sanderson, Stormlight Archive, and what I got really excited about was none other than Patrick Rothfuss, Name of the Wind, amazing authors, both of them, and the fact that they're going to be creating content for expansions for this game has me really excited. So let's get into a brief how to play. Each player gets one of these game boards to where they were going to put cards on. Basically, you've got your spots for your cards, you've got your origin, your motivation, and your ending, essentially. And then we've got your dark and light tracker down here, and then just basically, what I really like about this is a little bit of what all the runes do, so that you don't have to keep looking at the rule book. That's my least favorite thing to do while playing games. Let's go into the cards real quick. The cards, basically, like I said, you've got your origin card, like that. And then, I don't know if you can see that, this is a performer, so your origin is performer, and it comes with different traits. Then you have your motivation, for instance. This one says tempted by darkness, so at one point you became tempted, you get some dark points, you get some dark runes, all that kind of stuff. And then the final card there is the People's Champion for this one. I mean, and there's plenty of different ones, but at the end of the game, this one usually has some kind of scoring points. You actually get these three at the very beginning randomly, and you know what they are, but until you get to that act, no one else does. So that way they can't try to pull cards that might hurt you. Throughout each act, you'll pull other cards. For instance, this is an Act 1 card. I like how they labeled that, real easy. And the way you have to do this, you gotta throw some runes that look like these guys right here. What's cool about these runes, I mean, they're plastic. I think I talked about this in the unboxing. They feel good in your hand, and so you're casting runes to see, based on how they land, whether or not you're successful. So you might be able to get this card, and if you do, you tuck it under your origin, and if you don't, you don't. We got some adversaries in the Act 3. Actually, I'm skipping ahead. If you defeat this one, you get some extra bonuses. And then this one's actually kind of cool. It's a kind of a double card, but it's basically something that happens to you in the middle of your story. And the idea is to get as many points as possible based on how your origin scores. Now, I talked about the dark and the light. Basically, as you use different kinds of runes, there are actually some things called dark runes. They're dark, and you can pay to use those to kind of give yourself a leg up. If you use those, though, you take a risk of dropping down on the darkness track. And if you drop too low, you can no longer use light magic. There's actually a point where you end up losing points at the end of the game for being too corrupt. And that's these cards right here. If you're too light, you can't use dark magic. So we got the dark, and we got the light magic to go with them. And basically, you gotta decide, do I want to use more dark magic, do I want to use more light magic? and how do I get the most points in either direction. But enough about what I'd say. They gave me a game, I'm reviewing it, so maybe I'm biased. Well, they always say that kids can't lie. So for that one, I'm going to take you to my special correspondent, Kyle. Yes, he's got the same name as me. Get over it.
I like this game because it builds relationships and it has a storytelling feature. And you also get to build your character and make decisions, choosing a path for your character and choosing whether it's a good person or a bad person. And it has errors in its life and other things like that, defeating bosses and other things. You should really play this game because it has a great aspect of storytelling and decision making, because they really lead up to a big story and ending, because you have a big goal in the end and you want to make that goal the best.
Well guys, that's it. That is Call to Adventure by Brotherwise Games. I may have said it before. They are going to be at Origins 2019, so I highly suggest picking this up. It is also available in stores now. Go get it.